What's up, women and incels? Do they want to have to talk about Mr. Vaush? You know, I'm so fat I can't reach the fucking top shelf. Um, I gotta say he's genuinely the most interesting guy I ever seen on the platform. Not a good person, definitely. I don't even know if he's like that intelligent. I think he's like the best man, right? To like fool an audience into wanting to be with him, right? Like, I think like there's two like attractive girls in his DMs, and he's been like grooming them for the last 50 years. I don't. I generally. I think he's like 70 years old, pretending to be 25 or 30 or whatever the fuck his age is in the certificate. You know, he probably was one of the Nazi officers in the Holocaust. We might never know, but I'm just pointing it out there. But either way, let's talk about his magnificent politics. His extremely correct opinions. You cannot fathom his intelligence. He's so large. When he walks, earthquakes basically give food to the poor. He's the best communist out there and the only one we should look up to. No, but in general, he's definitely one of the most. I don't know, like when you watch him, I think every 2 seconds you lose one brain cell, right? So when that happens, people watch him 5 to 6 hours a day. Like they watch what he says, and he's like arguing gibberish because like most of what he's saying you can't even understand. Maybe it's because he's like he has a deficiency with his lungs to not be able to breathe as fast. Because of that, what he's saying usually is like, "Oh, black, they're starving in Africa," like being a fucking complete nut job. So like let's talk about his political opinions. Let's examine his opinions, morals even. Yeah. So most of them are probably one of the most, I don't know, like it's basically a really biased, one way of looking forward type of like mentality. Like that's one way to think correctly, and if you don't, you're a Republican conservative. Dare I say Nazi? If you disagree with me, you are wrong, and I shall come for, whoever is dear to you. He's definitely one of like so point out the morals, right? One, he's like he's basically not saying he's a communist, but he like from what he supports, it is communism. So he's basically like lying to himself and his audience about what he actually is. Um, so that's like one point to not like trust what he says. If he's like, I don't know if he's like dumb or he's pretending to be dumb for attention. It could all be like a game by him just to get as much money possible so he eat another cheeseburger from McDonald's. 'Cause that's about it, like his diet. He fights the capitalism by eating it away. He's eating the food that would go to those dirty, consumerists. He's helping our community by eating all the McDonald's food in his area. He's saving others from becoming obese. He's good guy Vaush. Right. So he's like at one point down, he's a bit drained dead. His communism is like impossible to reach. Communism in general is impossible to reach without it becoming a dictatorship. Because first of all, you only have one party, and when we have one party, there's literally no other criticism for communism. Like it's basically, I'm right, population is wrong. I lead country how I want. Like it's so dumb. I don't know what he is smoking. I don't know what he's like what drugs he takes. He's probably doing a little bit of acid, ecstasy possibly, marijuana. He helps the black community by going to black communities and buying weed. He's definitely one of the like, I don't know. It's like I one point down, right? Communism gone. He's a bit dummy dumb. Doesn't matter. Next one. He supports basically like communism, right? But there's a clip with him debating with Destiny, where he's basically like, well, I need to like take all the money from sponsorships for optics, you know. I need a good, you know, a pair of Yeezys, a good T-shirt from Supreme. I just have to, bro. Like, you know, I need to survive, or if I don't have those, I die fucking from starvation or some shit. Like, he's basically just a living hypocrite. And Destiny called him out for it, you know. He basically says you don't stand by your morals, you don't have any morals. You're basically just a, you know, a liar that manipulates his audience into agreeing with him. His audience is pretty gullible. I don't blame them. The dude, like, when he talks, as I said before, is like gibberish and shit, so you basically can't understand anything he says, so you just support him blindly. Yeah, bro, communism, eat the rich, fuck the women, we are epic, let's go. It's like a mob mentality, you know, brain dead, dare I say. So yeah, no, hypocrisy. And the third point would be, which I think is the most like fucking funny to me, his accusations of calling people Nazis and conservatives or whatever the fuck. He like points out some ridiculous things, or he basically, when he debates somebody, he assumes what other people speak. He doesn't debate them in good faith. He debates them in bad faith because he only cares about winning. There's literally fucking a clip where he's like, guys, I don't need morals. I just need to win. You know, because if I lose with morals, it doesn't matter. I just need to win with no morals. I don't care. Just let me fucking get that communism. It's something else. Definitely something else. So there's a clip, another clip where he's basically accusing. They're basically accusing PewDiePie of being a Nazi because he had like an Iron Cross on his 100 million subs video, I think. The Iron Cross was actually the Georgian cross. Because the person who basically made the clothing was Georgian. And yeah, you know, Vaush is basically one of the most, like, there's so many inconsistencies in his logic that people just right now are basically all against him. Like, nobody wants to hear what he has to say. He's basically, his audience is like 400 people watching him, you know, feeding him dollars, the consumerism dollars, bro. It's actually depressing to see, but yeah, that's about it. Like, I don't think people should support him. I think if you like feed him more money, he's probably gonna like grow even more overweight, and soon his like gaming chair will break in half, and then he'll complain on Twitter about, you know, those consumerism companies not making an XXL chair for me, you know, so I can fit in it. I hope this doesn't get taken down by him for me being I don't know, like a fat phobic. Is that what you call it? Yeah, cool. Anyways, good luck to you guys. Please do not support Vaush. He likes women, and that's pretty fucking gay. See ya.